Yo, what's poppin', man? It's your boy DZ. Holla at me, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. What's up, man? Shout out to all y'all that rock with SBGB TV. You hear me? You know I appreciate y'all, man. And smash that like button. Yeah. Life get real for all of us, you know, and this is a fact. You know what I'm saying? Life get real for all of us, and that's just how it is. You know, and you know what people gotta always remember, right? No matter what you go through, it's always gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? Some people think when they going through some shit, it's the end of the world. There's no fixing it. That shit will pass, man. Every single time. You know, nothing is gonna last forever. So people gotta understand that. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to D Twins, LaPortia, Esco. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, we back at it. I told you I ain't playing today. We going all the way in. Facts. Yeah. Jam Meeks. You know, shout out to all y'all, man. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel though. You know what I mean? We going all the way in. Like, Dallas Cowboy player kneeling. Yeah, his name is MarShawn kneeling. I don't know what he was going through, but he was going through something, right? And he worked hard to get to the NFL, and whatever he was going through, he took himself out the game, man. That shit would have passed, man. Whatever it is, it would have passed. You know, man, you don't let none of this bullshit want you to, you know, go to that extent where you want to take yourself out the fucking game. Yeah, it ain't that serious, man. It's not that serious. And I think, you know, a lot of things that they put in front of us, they make us feel like it's that serious. You can't take none of this shit with you. Nothing. None of it. All you got is your health, your life, your freedom. But all the other shit, that shit they put in front of us, it be mentally playing on us. You know, your career, you know, the material things, that shit don't mean nothing. That career that you putting that work in and whatever you trying to buy, they gonna continue to sell the shit and they gonna continue to hire people to do the job that you got. So, man, you can't be letting this shit take you all, you know, left field. For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button, man. Listen to this shit, though. I don't know the exact details, but they gonna say some of the details right here. Hold up. Listen to this shit.
Michael Babcock with TMZ. Michael, can you hear us now?
Hey, Lauren, I got you.
Hey, great.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you. You guys are one of the first ones to share this scanner traffic about what was going on. And I think we're all still just trying to piece together exactly what happened. I know we've got crews out and about working to gather information. What have you guys discovered? How, if you can just tell us what you know and how this has played out.
Yeah, it's just a horribly sad story, obviously. Around 10:40 p.m., 10:39 to be exact, Lauren, Frisco police got a phone call from the Texas Department of Public Safety, essentially asking for help, requesting help with a pursuit that was going on that had entered Frisco. Police momentarily, for a few minutes, lost track of this vehicle that they were trying to pursue. It's not exactly clear why the initial stop was enacted. There are some reports that it was because there was a traffic violation. Anyway, this car that we now obviously believe to be MarShawn Nealand was in the pursuit, gets away for a few minutes. Cops ultimately find the car a few minutes later, but the vehicle is empty. It had been involved in a crash on the Dallas Parkway. Police then set up a perimeter, and they are trying to find the driver of the car, again, who we ultimately find out was MarShawn Nealand. They use drones, they use canines, and ultimately, after 2 hours, using a drone that has some sort of heat-seeking technology where they could find the warmth of a body, they located Nealand deceased in a portable toilet, and it appears it was from a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
I guess one thing, if I can hop in, Lauren, that from the different statements we're getting, Michael, there was a pursuit, like you mentioned. We don't really know if, I guess at this point, I don't know if you have any more information on, was MarShawn Nealand speeding? Was there something else going on, or did people just alert the officials to go and try and pursue him because of what they learned?
Yeah, so I'll say it like this: we haven't confirmed the information, but there are reports out there that indicate that he was traveling at a very high rate of speed, and that was the reason for the initial stop, although they sadly didn't get him stopped. Try and pull him over, and he again momentarily gets away and then flees. But not confirmed by us. But the reports are that he was traveling at a very high rate of speed.
I think it's puzzling. So there's about a 2-hour time frame. You're saying from where he leaves the vehicle to where they discover him.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Lauren. It's from 10:39 to, it's even more actually, Lauren. I think I said 2 hours, but from 10:39 p.m. To ultimately found at 1:31 a.m. There was quite some time, and they say again they were using the drones, using the dogs to try and find him, but just sadly did not get to him in time.
Yeah, on that scanner traffic that you guys played on TMZ, and I was talking about with Jeff, you hear them say the NFL has called.
Yeah. I had never heard anything like that before. And it's not exactly clear how the NFL even knew this was going on, but the NFL called, and then one of the dispatchers says, I'm going to call the Cowboys. So it seems like the team and the league were involved in real time. Now, to what degree, that's not known. But yeah, I had never heard anything like that before, Lauren, that they actually said that, we've got a call on the other line from the NFL. And it's just not clear how they knew. You can just tell, though, even listening to the dispatch audio and what they were being told from the girlfriend and from the family, they were really concerned about his mental state and that he might do something to himself. And sadly, the worst outcome here happened.
Yeah.
Was there anything else, Michael, that seemed uncharacteristic from other scanner calls like this that you've listened to in the past?
Yeah, just that was the one part that stood out to me. That and not that it was unusual, but just the concern for him that you could tell that it didn't seem like things had been going well for him. It seemed like he had been dealing with some mental health issues leading up to the incident, and it was very clear that that's what the family was feeling. It's a horribly sad story when he's 24 years old. It just feels senseless.
Yeah, we heard from his agent. His agent said that he poured his heart into every snap, every practice, every moment on the field. Yeah. And his statement says, to lose someone with his talent, his spirit, and his goodness is a pain I can hardly put into words. I think while he was struggling, he clearly was loved by many. And
that was one of the things that I've noticed. It seems he was very well liked, Lauren, that everybody loved being around him. And I think that's a credit to him. It probably says a lot about him as a person.
Yeah.
There hasn't been a ton of social media reaction from his teams yet. I'm sure they're still processing this.
Right.
One defensive teammate, Wanye Thomas, just said, sick to my stomach, my brother. And so I'm sure there will be a lot more of that throughout the course of the day.
I think so too. And I suppose maybe because you guys are on the bye week this week too, that everyone's not at the facility today. But I would think, I think the tributes probably start rolling in here very soon.
Yeah, we've heard from the NFL. They did a post, obviously the one from the Dallas Cowboys. I know we also heard from the former defensive coordinator from
Mike Zimmer
had a statement basically saying that he was just heartbroken and that he had told him, like, dude, the last thing he says, dude, just keep being you because you're awesome and you're going to have a great career. And just is heartbroken to learn this
to score that touchdown on Sunday and to see him make that play and the joy in the end zone, and to think now just a couple of days later that we're here, it almost doesn't seem like it could be real, and sadly it is.
Yeah. No, I mean, we've talked about that play, but it just kind of goes back to we really never know in these stories what's happening behind the scenes.
I mean, I heard you guys say it. I thought you made a great point. Yeah, it's like, you're on the Dallas Cowboys. You've got, making all this money, and you think everything's good, but you never know what people are going through. And I think that's probably a good message for us all to remember here now.
Michael Babcock, as always, thank you for your coverage.
Yeah, man. Damn. 24 years old, then accomplish your dream to get to the NFL, and you go like that. Damn. It's gonna come out if the police did something to him. But his family calling, the Cowboys and them reporting saying that he was going to hurt himself, that there make me look at it like he must have told his family that he was going to do that to himself. If they saying that his family said that, I don't know if that's true. But if his family was saying that he said he was going to harm himself, he had to say that to them, and man, 24, making it to the NFL, and you let something depress you that much, you just don't know. So maybe they'll come out, his family, and talk about what exactly he was dealing with. But man, they said he sent them a mass text telling them he was going to end it. And that's deep. Something must have really messed him up. Something must have really messed him up. And people would take themselves out over losing a job, over a relationship. And you don't know what will make somebody go to that extent when nothing, no matter what it is, should make you want to go to that extent, because you can overcome everything. You have the opportunity to overcome anything, even if you got to eliminate people, places, and things. You have the ability to overcome it. And some people, think that it's the end of the world in a situation. They just think like, man, ain't nothing I could do to fix this. And that shit is just the moment. That's at that moment that you feel like that. But regroup. You always gonna get back on track, man. It's not about the setback. It's about the get back. And a lot of people get stuck in the setback. They go through something, and that's all they want to worry about. Man, man, listen, you can't change certain things that happen, but you can do things different to make sure them things don't happen again. People got to remember that. You can't change everything that happened in your life, but you can do shit different, man. Damn. Said his mom passed away earlier this year. And that's sad. That's sad that his mother passed away. But we all gotta really, really understand this on some real stuff, that everybody's gonna pass away. And I think, when people are living their life, they don't want to come to that realization. that we all are going to pass away. And when they lose somebody real close to them, it be detrimental to them. It like breaks them down because they not understanding that eventually we all gonna pass away. Everybody, yeah, it's crazy that we all are born, put together, we all make friends, and then we're taken from each other. That's some deep shit. You meet people, you start rocking with people, you care about people, and then you're taken from each other. And people don't be thinking about that until it's at your door. But man, I think about all that stuff. I ain't even gonna lie. I think about all of it. And I know a lot of people be like, oh, I ain't thinking about it like that. No, you got to think about the reality. So when these things are at your door and they hit you, it's not as hurtful. It's sad when you lose people that you love, but it's more understanding when you know what's going on and that's gonna happen. Some people like block that shit out so much of their mind. When somebody like their mom, grandmom, or even pop, pass away, brother, sister, they just lose it. All mental gone because they didn't really tell themselves that this is a process of life. Straight up, they lose it. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, they don't never be the same. Some people turn to getting high and shit, because I know plenty of people. You know what I'm saying? I got first cousins that then turn to getting high. You feel me? Like, because they lost their parents. I'm like, God damn, man. And you know what the crazy thing is? I got a first cousin, that watched their mom struggling on that shit, right? Your whole life, you watch your mom struggle on that shit, and your mom passed away and you turn to it. I say, God damn, dog, you see this shit. What's wrong with you? Why would you pick this shit up when you know this right here was a part of your life that you had to watch your mom go through this shit? But that shit, you just never know where somebody gonna go and what direction they gonna go in, man. You can't save everybody. I know that. I can try to give people some strengthening advice, which I try, but like, one thing I ain't doing though, I ain't letting nobody else bring me in that direction. Because some people, they got them vibes that they'll just bring that energy on you. Like, I don't want no bad energy on me. You going through something, we done talked about this already. We sat down, we had some conversations about it. But if this is what you talking about every time we talk, I don't want to talk to you. Straight up. That shit is depressing. Some people, oh man, this person passed away and my mom, and okay, I'm sorry. I'm sympathizing, but that energy is the worst. And people don't be realizing that when you growing up in life, that when you get older, or some people when they younger, you could lose your parent. Like, you don't know when, but you're gonna lose your parent, but you don't know when, if you don't go first, but it's the reality, man. The situation with the bull, I don't know what made him want to go to the extent where he wanted to take himself out. God damn, man, listen, man, I'm not taking myself out. No, not me, not me. I don't. Hey, listen. Now, I'm gonna be real. I be real with y'all. The people that rock with me, you know what I'm saying? I'm real with y'all. Now, I done been through some shit in life, whereas though I was ready to snap out on some other shit, but I had to talk to myself, let myself know, man, you gonna weather this storm, nigga, regardless, right? I done been to the point where I'm ready to flip out, and I ain't doing shit to myself. Straight up. I ain't doing nothing to myself. But I had to come talk to myself and let myself know that, I don't need to take it nowhere with nobody else either. Whatever, I go through in life, it'll get better. Work through it. You know what I'm saying? And I was able to stabilize myself. Some people can't do it. And I'm understanding that sometimes you gotta cut people off and stay away from people, no matter who it is. You feel me? No matter who it is, sometimes you just gotta stay away from people, because you can't, flip out and, take that effect on others because things that you go through in your life. And if some people, are upset because you're not around them, hey, it's best that I not be around you, then I flip out, and I know this about myself. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm glad I know myself, because everybody don't get to know themselves. I know myself. I know myself well. You feel me? I know myself real well. I get to thinking about shit. You hear me? And I be ready to go somewhere else. I be ready to go where niggas ain't gonna go. So, it's good to take that time to yourself and, reflect. And that's probably what he should have did. Took some time to himself, got away from his girl, got away from, his family and whoever it is, because he probably was depressed maybe because his mother passed. Some niggas, they real mama babies, and mom passed, they don't know how to cope with the world, Yeah, it's a lot of people. That's why it's important, to, like, I say this for the ladies, you can be the one that, ooh, my baby, but you gotta understand, when that baby get older and you got him on the nipple like that, her or whatever, and something happened to you, they not gonna be able to function right. And you gotta hope that they able to function without you. Because this is why a lot of people turn to getting high, they turn to prostitution, they turn to a whole bunch of things because they so used to the shelter, they don't know how to handle themselves when you're gone. It's like, word, I've known plenty of people in my life that was sheltered their whole life from their grandparents, or their mothers or fathers. And when the people die, they be bums at the liquor store, out front of the liquor store, drinking beer, getting high. They turn into boosters. Their whole life just changes, Yeah, locked up, all that, man. Straight up. So, man, people got to understand on some real shit, man. Sometimes, you got to understand that this is life. It get real, They put everybody here to hang out with each other. You making friends, but you're going to eventually separate from that person. Whoever it is, y'all going to separate eventually. You don't know when it's going to be. Yeah. It's crazy though. And that's some real shit. That's some real shit. You can have a lot of love for a person, but you do need to understand that at some point in this life, y'all will separate. And if you're here to, live longer than the person, they gonna go and you might still be here. I remember this old head, Mr. Frank. He was like a older grandfather to me. Used to give me good advice. This is how I got my dump trucks. If you never heard the story how I got my dump trucks, Mr. Frank was gonna sell me one of his dump trucks when I had wanted to get into the dump trucks. He was gonna sell me one, and I went to buy it. I had the money, and he was like, "Now I'm gonna take you to get one. I can't sell you my truck." So he took me down to the truck dealership and signed his name. Got the truck. I gave him the money. You know what I'm saying? And he came through for me. But he lived to be like 80 something, in the high 80s. And he would tell me, man, everybody I know, they gone. Everybody. He like, the people I grew up with, they all are gone. You know what I'm saying? So shit get real. And that's what people gotta be understanding, man. Shit get real, man. Shout out to all y'all that be rocking with me, man. I like to have some real conversations though, man. Shit get real, man. You never know when. You feel me? Make sure y'all smash that like button too. Shit get real. You never know when, man. Yeah. Yeah. We only get one shot at this life, man. I tell you that, man. Only get one shot, man. Yeah. And one thing I learned to understand, right, about people. Some people, just ain't never gonna be shit. You know what I'm saying? They never gonna be shit, man. Yeah, some people just ain't never gonna be shit. And you gotta watch who you surround yourself around. Straight up. Yeah, some people just never gonna be shit. You know what I'm saying? You see how DZ live, man? Why don't you look up there? You see that shit? Look upstairs. You see that shit? This how DZ live, man. This how I live, man. Boss nigga, man. I'm a boss nigga, man. You see that, man? Yeah, man. This is the life, man. You hear me? This is the fucking life. I live a life of a king, man. Like real shit. You gotta be cool with who you are. You hear what I'm saying? I live the life of a king, man. Look at that shit up there, man. Look at that. I live the life of a fucking king, man. You know that, man? Boss nigga shit. Yeah. I live the life of a king, man. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. You feel me? I live the life of a king, man. This what a king live like, man. You gotta pay attention to a king, man. Everybody don't got common sense. Everybody don't got common sense, man. And that's just how life gonna be, man. I'm glad I ain't that motherfucker. You hear me? I'm just, hey, man, I can't force common sense on people. I'm just glad I got common sense. You hear me? Yeah. You feel me? I'm just glad I got common sense, man. Life is good, man. I'm thinking about putting a picture right there, right? Let me show y'all this shit, right? Let me show y'all this shit, right? Hold up. Let me show y'all this shit, right? You see right up there? Look right up there, right? I'm thinking about putting a picture up there. You know what I'm saying? Of me. Big as a motherfucker. You hear me? I'm thinking about putting a picture right there of myself. A bad motherfucker. You know what I mean? Real shit. I'm thinking about putting a picture right there of myself, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Yeah. You know? Yeah. Yeah, man. You know, I know a lot of people lost in the sauce, man. You know, a lot of people, man. It's a lot of people lost, man. You know, I can't help everybody understand. I gotta worry about me though. You know what I'm saying? Cause the life's so short we live in, right? It's just so short. I got my feet up, man. This motherfucker chair do this. Look, you see that shit? You see that shit? What this motherfucker? I say, yo, fuck this shit, yo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it's quiet in here. It's quiet as shit in here. You know that, right? It's quiet in the motherfucker in here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Miss M. Yeah, you gotta shoot it to me, Miss M. Yeah. Oh, man. You see that shit? I hit the button on this motherfucker. Hey, man. Like, yeah, man. Yeah, man. You gotta keep, you know, the BS out your space, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep the BS, man. Hit that like button, man. You know, the ones that rock me, man. You know, look at this shit. I should go up there, right? I should go up that motherfucker and point the camera up there and just talk from up there. You know what I'm saying? I point the fucking camera up there and just talk from up there. It's a life, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a life. You know, it's getting chilly out, right? Might even turn the fireplace on. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a good life. Let me show you the fireplace. Let me show you the fireplace. Hold up. Yeah. It's getting chilly out there, man. You know, it's getting chilly, man. I turn the motherfucking fireplace on, man. It's the good life, man. Straight up. It's a good life. Yeah. Yeah, enjoy your life, though. Fuck everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy your life, man. You know? Yeah. Enjoy your fucking life. It's so short, man. You know what I mean? Real shit. Enjoy your life, man. You know what I'm saying? The haters gonna hate. Yeah. Yeah. I'm in the space though, in the zone. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm in the zone. I'm in the motherfucking zone. You hear me? I'm in the major zone. Yeah. I gotta get rid of these damn flowers. The flowers done passed away. Straight up. Damn flowers done passed away, man. I get rid of the damn flowers. You know? Yeah, man. Like, and if people come with the negative energy, man, keep the negative energy away from you. Like, stop. You know what I'm saying? Keep the negative energy away from you. That's what you gotta understand too. You gotta keep the negative energy away from you. I don't care who it is. Straight up. Yeah. You know one thing that they do try to do to us in life? The law tries to dictate how you deal with people in certain situations, but then the universe tries to tell you how you deal with people in certain situations. You know, it's like a mental thing that they do to us, right? That sometimes puts us in compromising situations. But, you know, what I do say with that, right? Sometimes you got to make a better judgment for yourself and do things your way. Don't live how they expect you and tell you to live. Live what makes you happy. You get up every day and be happy with yourself. That's important. You know what I'm saying? Because I do. You know, man, I get up every day. I'm happy with myself. You know, and it should just, it's like a blessing. It's a blessing. You know, it's a blessing. I can sit here and just talk to the people straight up. This is a blessing that I can sit here and just talk to the people and don't give a fuck. You know, I can sit in the crib and just talk to the people. This shit like therapy for me too. I tell y'all that shit. This shit my therapy. Sitting there talking to the people. You know what I'm saying? It's like therapy for me, man. Yeah. You know, I look at this shit like on some real shit. I can't get no trouble. You know? I can't get no trouble. I'm chilling. You know, this shit, man, this is the shit. You know, it's the shit. I can't get no trouble. You know what I'm saying? I remember the days, you know, nigga had trouble. Now I can't get no fucking trouble because I don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck I'm gonna get in trouble? I don't do nothing. Yeah, and they can't try to put somebody else's shit on me or what they doing because I don't got nobody around me. You know? Crazy. Ain't no way that I can get nobody else's shit because I ain't got nobody else around me. You know? Shit, I just had some pizza. I'm full. Yeah. Try to keep my health right. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I can live as long as possible. My grandpa, that nigga went to 81. You know what I'm saying? Shit, let me get up there to 80. But the only thing is, right, you know, my grandpa, he had dementia, right? And my great grandpa had dementia. So, you know, I got to keep an eye and see how it's going to go with my pop. You know what I mean? Because that shit could be like, you know, generational shit. You know what I mean? Hereditary. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, I appreciate, you know, everybody that rock with SBGB TV. But y'all know I'm locked in. You know what I'm saying? We back going live like a motherfucker. You know, we back. We going live like a motherfucker. And I ain't with no negative energy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna lie. You know, we all got a choice of what energy we want around us. That's the thing. We got a choice now. Some people, you know, act like they don't got a choice. Wonder why they always depressed. You got a choice. You can eliminate being around anybody. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be around nobody. You know what I mean? You could be by yourself. Even though I know some people, they go crazy by themselves. Now, I love it. Like, I literally love being by myself. I love it. That shit is like one of the most best feelings ever, to have that peace. Straight up. You know, I appreciate y'all, man. Ain't no other feeling better than being by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ain't no other feeling better. Straight up. Hit that like button too. Hit that subscribe button, man. Yeah. We about to hit 1,700 subscribers on SBGB TV worldwide. You hear me? Coco! What's up, baby? Yeah. We about to hit 1,700 subscribers on worldwide. We right there. Yeah. Foul energy. You got to keep it away from you, man. You know what I'm saying? And you don't owe nobody no explanation in your life. That's what people, you know, people got that shit fucked up. C. Brown was popping. You know, I'm telling you, people got that fucked up though. You don't owe nobody no explanation about your life, the things you go through. You don't owe nobody an explanation. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. And I see why, right? The celebrities that's heavy in the game, they don't respond to people because people will lie, they'll make things up, their assumptions are their reality. And it's like, if you address everybody's assumption that becomes their reality of you, man, you gonna go crazy. Straight up. You gonna be like, man, I can't. You got somebody say this one day, somebody say this the next day, somebody say this to this day. Somebody, it's like, you can't address everybody's assumption of their reality of you, especially when you on the internet. You gotta let some people think whatever they want, that's their reality of you. You know what I mean? You addressing everybody, that shit don't do nothing, because there's still going to be somebody that makes that their reality. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this is why I say I'm so built for this shit. You know, I'm like built for this shit. Yeah, like, because in real life, I cut people off, you know, in real life though. In real life, I don't give a fuck who you are. And I don't owe you no explanation for cutting you off. I don't give a fuck who you are. Because if it's making me miserable, unhappy, then that's not the environment for me. And I don't care who it is, who don't like it, who feels some type of way, and who's saying I should do this. And okay, you telling me what I should do, that's what your reality of what you think I should do. I got to make sure that I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care about none of that. You know, that's what people got to understand though. Yeah. You know what I mean? But some people be worried about how other people, you know, feel about them. And that's what happens when people go out there and they go left. You know, you got to worry about you. You know, and the boy that they say unalived himself, you know, when you become a public figure and people know who you are and stuff like that, you people gonna have judgment of you. They're gonna pass judgment on you no matter what. They feel like they know something about you. They're gonna pass judgment on you. That's just the game. That's the game of life. The people that don't nobody know, a lot of times they got the most skeletons in the closet. Like, the people that been trying to like say stuff about me lately, it's probably a lot of them got crazy charges and shit, right? Crazy convictions. They might even be registered S offenders. Straight up. Like registered S offenders. Real shit. But, they like, man, I gotta say something to this nigga. Then you find out they're a registered S offender. They like, oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? What I'm proud to say about myself, though, right? I ain't had a conviction in 20 years, man. It been 20 years, man. I'm a bad motherfucker. You hear me? It been 20 years since I had a conviction. You know what I'm saying? 20 years since I had a criminal conviction. 20 years. 20 of them things since I had a felony. 20 years? 20? That's good. I really felt good. Yeah. It was in my young days. You know what I'm saying? In my young days, man. Yeah. In my younger days, I was a little wilder too. Yeah. Right though, Jammeeks. Yeah. In my younger days, I was a little wilder. Yeah, I was a little wilder, man. Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie. I was a little wilder, man. Real shit. But now, I'm so calm and I'm out the way. You feel me? I'm so calm and I'm out the way. Real shit. That's the good thing. So, but what I do know is everybody on YouTube know me now. You hear me? Everybody on YouTube know me now. I need some of the big channels to talk about me though, on some real shit. You know what I mean? I need some of the big channels to talk about me. That's what I really need. I'm hoping to get some of the big channels to say something. That's why I say, man, Whack, tell them niggas to talk about me, nigga. You gotta tell them niggas to talk about me, man. Yeah. Yeah, fuck them little niggas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, fuck them little niggas, man. I need some of the motherfuckers that's big out there. Yeah, talk about Deezy. They got like a big following and shit. Yeah, so that they can, you know what I'm saying, get people to come over here. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Deezy I live like a king, man. You see that shit? I live like a king, man. Look out there. You know what I'm saying? Like a fucking king, man. I live like a fucking king, man. See that shit though? Like a fucking king, man. Like a fucking king, man. Look how high that motherfucker up there. See how high that motherfucker? That's the ceiling, man. Straight up. Yeah. Yeah, man, I live like a fucking king, man. Live like a fucking king, man. I don't care about nothing. Yeah. When you come from where I come from, the real deal, crazy, serious situations, man. Man, that little bullshit don't phase nothing. Yeah. You feel me? Yeah. Straight up. I got all these niggas paying attention though, man. I got them all. Man, shout out to the real ones though, man. Yeah. I got all the haters paying attention like a motherfucker. A motherfucker paying attention like a motherfucker. Hold up. They sick. They like, damn. These done came through snapping. Man, what's up with this nigga, man? You know what I mean? What's up with this nigga, man? I sit in the living room, you know, with my chain on, you know, sitting here, relaxing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. And it's quiet in here, man. It's real quiet. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? I sit in the living room. You know, it's quiet in here, man. It's real quiet. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, watch this. You don't hear shit. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. Yeah, you don't hear nothing. You don't hear nothing. Man, shout out to the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the chat. Keita G. Yeah. D Twins. Josh and Star Kitty. Yeah. He said, I'm curious to talk about what? Making changes to the youth's mind and their parents. Man, listen here, man. World chatter. The internet done took that over. There is no hope. The internet. There's no hope for that. You know, either the kid go this way or that way. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You know, straight up. Either way, right? Real shit. You know, either you gonna go this way or that way. It's really nothing that, you know, you can do on some real shit. Really nothing you can do. Yeah. The internet, man. The internet is so wicked that it's so much different bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? So much bullshit, man. You know? Yeah, man, they done created a fake account. You know what I'm saying? This how you, hey yo, listen. Hey, listen. This how y'all know SBGB TV ringing. You hear me? That motherfucker ringing. They making fake people to, you know what I'm saying, other people that be over here. This, like, yo, I'm excited like a motherfucker. Y'all don't know how happy I am with this shit. Like, yo, they got everybody paying attention. My motherfucking name done hit a ring straight up. But I need some big channels to do that though. Them little motherfuckers, they not, you know what I'm saying? They not enough. Yeah. Internet be crazy. Some people say content lies, BS just to get views. You better know it. You know, you better know it. Motherfuckers was saying that I was telling and I got caught with 30 bricks. I said, God damn. Niggas said I was telling and I got caught with 30 of them things. Birds, bricks. I said, God damn. Nigga said that. I said, God, so yeah, I'm in the game, nigga. I'm in the fucking game, nigga. That mean I'm a threat. Yeah? Nigga say, yo, that nigga telling. Yeah, that nigga got caught with 30 bricks. God damn. I know I was heavy, nigga. God damn. Hold up. I was telling? What they saying now? Damn. Shit crazy. That shit crazy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I said, yo, these niggas said I was telling. And I'm like, yo, on some real shit. If I was telling, right, I would come out and say it. All the niggas that's ratting, they blowing. I'm like, God damn, why wouldn't I come out and tell everybody if I was telling? And all the niggas that's telling is blowing. All of them. And that would be perfect for me to come out with a story and say, I thought about honestly just saying, fuck it. Yeah. But I said I can't do that. That ain't my forte, to come out with a lie for the people. You know what I'm saying? I honestly thought about it though. I said, damn, I should just go like a motherfucker with it. You know what I mean? Then I might blow the fuck up. I said, man, I can't do that shit. That shit corny. I'm on here saying, you know, I got caught with 30 bricks and I told it ain't me. I thought about it though. I said, damn, if I do that shit, damn. I said, damn, that would have been it, man. You know, yeah. You know, one day you snorting powder. The next day, you worth 30 bricks and changed your name in California. That shit was ill. I said, yo, niggas came with, you know what I'm saying? I said, yo. Yo. Damn. These niggas they wicked. But you know, I know this is the internet, man. I know it's the internet like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? What's poppin', RM? Yeah. They out of control like a motherfucker, dog. I'm like, yo, these niggas is putting me, like they making the character up for me. They just coming out the blue with this character saying that I'm this person. I'm like, damn. This shit crazy. You know, this how you know I'm popping though. This how you know I'm popping. But I need some more shit though. You know, I need some more shit like a motherfucker. I'm like, man, I'm hoping some other motherfuckers that's big. I don't know, little motherfucker. I need a motherfucker that's getting like 50, 100,000 views to do the shit. You feel me? That's what I need. Motherfucker, when they drop a video, they get 50 to 100,000 views and let them go ahead and lie on me. Cause that shit there gonna like boost me up some. You know what I'm saying? I need that. That shit help you out like a motherfucker. You know, that's probably why them niggas ain't gonna do it. They like, man, I ain't giving this nigga no boost. I'm hoping niggas do. I'm like, man, give me a boost, nigga. Look out for a nigga. Shit, I wanna lie on me. Go ahead and lie on me, nigga. Goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Give me a fucking boost. I motherfucker hate motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You got the little niggas doing it right. They ain't holding no weight. They ain't shake the motherfucking tree enough. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They ain't shake the tree enough. Yeah. You feel me? Shit crazy. Nigga in this motherfucker feeling good. Yeah. All because I ain't let niggas be my friend. Ain't that something? All because I wouldn't befriend these niggas. Them niggas sick. Cause I ain't befriend you. Nigga, I don't want no friends, dog. I don't want no friends, nigga. You see how I live, nigga? Niggas living like this don't need no friends, nigga. What you talking about? Hold up, nigga. I don't need no motherfucking friends, nigga. Shit. You know? Fucking like I need some friends. Nigga, hold up, nigga. Shit. These niggas getting out of control, man. You know what I'm saying? They getting out of control, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't want no friends, man. And you already know, they all friends with Wack. Let Wack tell them what to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they all let Wack tell them what to do. You know, Wack sick, though, because I go so hard. That nigga sick. Yeah, he ain't know what type of motherfucking hustler I was, though. That nigga sick. He ain't know this. Nigga, this shit ain't gonna never stop, nigga. As long as you a free nigga, I'm doing content, nigga. Shit, nigga. Even lock you the fuck up, I'm running content, nigga. Shit. So shit. If they let Wack run around for another year or two, right? And not go hard, if I can get 100-something thousand subscribers out of going at Wack, nigga, man, that was a good mission. You hear me? That was a great mission. You know, real shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, man. You know, shout out to the real ones, man. I got all these niggas paying attention to me, man. Y'all see the SBGB TV shit, man. You know, go check out the merch, man. Go buy a hat or something, a shirt, man. SBGBTV.com. You know what I'm saying? Buy a shirt or a hat, man. Get it right to you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? You know, we about to hit 1,700 subscribers on worldwide. You know what I mean? About to hit 1,700 subscribers on worldwide. And they sick about that too. We on our way to 1,700. Then we gonna go to 18, 19, 2,000. They sick about that. Now you know they sick about that. This nigga got another channel. Hold up. I'm passing this with the second channel. Niggas is sick. They feel that shit. This nigga got 2 channels and he running circles around us. He got 2 channels. Man, they want to say fuck me every day. Man, fuck that nigga, man. Straight up. They pissed at me. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Word. Yeah, man. Appreciate all y'all that became a member at the Worldwide channel too. Damn right. We got we got the late night show going crack tonight too. What time is it? 12. Yeah, so I'm gonna sit on here for about 15 more minutes, and then we're gonna go get on the other live. Yeah, so yeah, man. I know they sick. They like, man, they gotta watch me though, because once you like scroll and you see somebody and you click on their shit, YouTube automatically make you pop up. You know what I mean? When a motherfucker go on your shit, look at it, now you automatically popping up when you going live on their feed. And they gotta see me now. It's like, damn, I gotta see this nigga. And I purposely left the damn chat to everybody today because I could have did members only or I could have did subscribers only. So I purposely left the chat open because I want everybody to come and listen, if more niggas subscribe that want to talk shit, right? And then we delete them and then they make new channels and then they delete, like, listen, y'all doing a good job. Create a new email, make a new channel, subscribe again. You know what I mean? Keep coming back. Straight up. Yeah. Yeah, I mean. Yeah. All day. Yeah, damn right. Wack made sure that nigga had loose called me. Wack said, man, I can't be the only nigga that called this nigga Deezy and that nigga get me like this. That nigga made sure loose cannon called me. Yeah, I gotta drop that joint too again. For the people that didn't see that. That nigga made sure, yo, man, call this nigga. Loose cannon called me. Got the works. Think you that good? He called me and got the works. Yeah, nigga, I'm like that. Yeah. Yeah, I hit the button on this shit, right? Watch it. See that? I sit here like this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a button on this motherfucker. Look. There's a button on this motherfucker. Yeah, oh, shit. There's a button on this motherfucker, man. There's a button. You know what I'm saying? You know how some motherfuckers got pulled the lever on the side to make it kick up. Now I just hit the button. The button make this motherfucker move. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. No cap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What the fuck is going on? Shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Working. Yeah, working, man. Shit. Yeah, shout out to the real ones, man. Shout out to all the real ones, man. Stay sucker free. Stay sucker free, man. Yeah. Y'all know when it comes to them cases though, right? I be beating shit like Rocky. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to them cases, I beat them like Rocky. Yeah, like Rocky. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Like Rocky. Yeah, damn right. I've been to trial 5 times. Damn right. 5 of them things. Yeah, I picked 5 juries. Real shit. Yeah, 5 of them. I told y'all the one time they took me to trial, right? It was for a piece of lint, damn near. I don't know what the fuck they was looking at. It was like a piece of lint in the bag. The jury said, "Can we see the evidence?" Straight up. The jury said, "Can we see the evidence?" Right? Every one of the jury members, right? They picked this shit up, right? All of them, they like this. What the fuck is in this motherfucker, right? There wasn't nothing in there, right? I'm like, okay. This one I came to understand, right? That a lot of times the prosecutors, they just take the word of the motherfucking of the officer in the police report, right? And they see the evidence at the damn trial. Yeah. Cause ain't no way they took me to trial, right? And they looked at this shit right here and knowing that there ain't nothing in there, and they still wanted to take me to trial. Yeah. Jury came back not guilty. They was sick about that. That shit cost me $5,000 too. I ain't even gonna lie. Cost me $5,000 for that trial. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I spanked it. Damn right I spanked it. Fucking shit. Spanked that mother. I spanked that motherfucker. Real shit. Ain't playing no motherfucking games. I ain't playing no motherfucking games. I said, yo, these niggas gonna take me to trial for this. Are you serious, man? Real shit. Yeah. Gonna take me to trial for this? Damn right they did. They thought they had something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They thought they had something, man. Straight up. Yeah. I said, shit, I'm going all the way. But yo, every time I went to trial, right, I had to make an executive decision. I ain't even gonna lie. Hey, yo, cause my stomach was like, man, should I do it? You know, like real shit. My stomach be like, man, should I do this shit? And you know what I say to myself? Fuck it, I gotta just do it. I gotta do it. You know, because you know, it's a scary process. For real. It's a scary process going to trial. And a lot of these niggas that be popping that shit on the street, they be scared of that shit there. Yeah, a lot of these niggas. They get to popping that shit, but when they come to going to trial, man, these niggas be scared than a motherfucker. Yeah. I be in that motherfucker. I'm ready. You hear me? I'm in there ready. I'm like, man, fuck this shit. We going all the way. You hear me? Yeah, we going all fucking way. You know what I'm saying? We going all the way. Yeah. Yeah, we going all the way. We going all the way. All the way. Yeah, man. Yeah. Man, I'm going to tell y'all this story right here, man. I'm going to tell y'all this story, man. This real rap. I might have told y'all this one before. I'm going to tell y'all this one. I might have told y'all this story. And it's a time when I went to trial. Took the case all the way to trial. All the way. Straight up. Yeah. No cap. So I was on pre-trial supervision. You hear me? I was on pretrial supervision for an open case, right? I think I was probably like 20. Yeah, I think I was probably like about 20. Yeah, about 20. So I'm on there pretrial supervision. And I was on my way home for curfew. I had to be in pretrial supervision at 10 o'clock. So I'm on my way to the crib. And I used to have all my cars in my young days in my uncle's name and shit, right? My uncle had a warrant. And as I'm going to the crib, state boys got behind me. And I'm about 3 lights away from the crib, right? State boy get behind me. Then he get on the side of me. Then he get back behind me. But when he got behind me, the first time, right? I grabbed the shit and I put it in my hand, right? So when he got on the side of me after he got behind me, I put the shit back down, right? So I'm like, all right, damn. He got back behind me. I didn't grab for the shit again, right? So I'm riding for about a light and a half. I got pulled over at the light right before the crib to turn to the entrance, right? The nigga threw the discos on. Woo! 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 Right? And I kept riding for a minute, right? It's no cap. I kept riding for a minute. So I reached down and grabbed the motherfucking I grabbed the bud I had, right? So I grabbed the bud, literally, and threw the bud out the window. Now the bud then bounced off the cop's hood of the car and everything. No cap. This motherfucker behind me with the discos on. Woo, 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 right? I done grabbed down. I'm trying to look forward. Grabbed down. I was thinking, man, if I throw it out, that it was going to fall on the ground, right? But the shit hit the nigga hood. Boom, boom. And I see it in the rear view. I'm like, oh my God, right? Like, damn. I pull over. Now I'm going to keep it a buck. I ain't never told the story this way. I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm going to keep it a buck now. That's why I'm telling you, I go to war, nigga. I'm a law-abiding citizen now, but I was 20 years old then, right? When I reached down to grab the bud, I thought I grabbed everything. You hear me? I got to be real. And I'm going to say this. The prosecutors, they definitely was on point, like when they tried to press this case on me. But that's why I tell you this, right? It's about who can convince the jury. You hear me? So I grabbed the bud. I told you I threw the bud out, but I didn't grab everything. I thought I grabbed everything. Straight up. The shit was still there. I thought I grabbed everything. Hey, listen. When the police came to the car, that nigga was like, freeze! Right? I'm like, oh, what's up? He said, there it go right there. I'm like, oh, shit. I look down, there's shit there. I'm like, oh, shit. Put your hands up. I'm like, God damn. Right? Now, at this point in time, you know, I I had businesses and shit, right? So I had 5,000 in the trunk, you know, hard-earned money, you know what I'm saying, from my business and shit, right? And they pulled me out the car, you know, they like, we got it, right? You know how they do. We got it. We got the shit, man. Yeah, Johnny, we fucking got his ass, man. He fucking tried to run from us. We fucking got it, right? That's how they was talking, right? They was talking heavy. You know me. I'm sitting here thinking. Soon as I was to ever getting shit like that, my mind go into how I'm gonna beat this shit. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. I'm like, how I'm gonna beat this shit from the door. So they locked me up. They let me bail out, right? And I'm on pretrial. But the only reason they didn't violate me on the pretrial side is because I was on pretrial for a murder case. And this here was a narcotic case. So my pretrial stipulations was to not have no guns, not to commit no violent offenses, right? So they didn't violate me for that. They still let me stay out on, you know what I mean? They let me bail out and let me stay on bail because it was a narcotic case and I was on pretrial for a murder case, right? And now my case was going on. I had got found guilty, right, of blowing something up, right? So I got found guilty because I blew something the fuck up. And I beat the murder case, right? So the judge gives me 3 years for blowing something the fuck up, right? Now I'm in jail and I got this open case, right? And the lawyer cost me $5,000. I paid the lawyer before I went to jail. You know what I mean? So I'm telling the lawyer, yeah, I'm telling him I'm going to trial. I fucking tell the lawyer the defense. You know I'm a bad motherfucker, right? So I tell the lawyer what the defense gonna be. I'm like, yo, this is what the angle we're gonna go at this with, right? I'm like, this is the angle we're gonna go at this, and we're gonna go at this where as though, why would I throw the bud out the car and not the shit if I knew it was in there, right? I'm like, why would I throw the bud out the car and not the shit if I knew the shit was in there? My lawyer like, that's good. And this is what he say. He like, oh, that's there. Oh, I like that, right? Because I always tell the lawyers what to do. I always tell them. I don't never let no lawyer tell me what they're going to do. I'm going to the law library. I'm going to research. I'm going to do my homework, right? So I tell the lawyer, that's how we going to go at this case, right? So he like, cool. And I'm locked up. So, you know, my peoples had to give him clothes and shit for me so that I could change out and it didn't look like I was locked up going to trial for this case, right? And we get in there. You hear me? We get in there. The prosecutors, they try and go to war. Listen, I'm like, I'm going all the way. They was trying to offer me probation, right? To go on to the end of my sentence. I'm like, no, I've never been convicted of any work. I'm not taking it. I always said that. Whenever I had cases and shit like that, I never took them and I always spanked them, right? I'm like, I've never been convicted of no fucking work. I'm not taking no plea to no fucking work. I'm never taking a plea to no fucking work, right? So Let me see. All right. So I'm like, I ain't taking no plea to no work, right? All right, cool. We get in there, and the prosecutors, right? We pick the jury, all that shit, right? And I'm locked up now. I'm locked up doing this. I'm locked up. They won't let me out. Real shit, right? I got my slack and my button up on it here, going to war, right? You feel me? It don't matter if you seen that shit. What the fuck does that mean? You know what I'm saying? That don't mean nothing. What the fuck are you talking about? So I'm locked up, right? And I'm going to war, right? So as I'm in here, the prosecutors, they're saying, yo, he just forgot to get that, right? He threw this out the window and he just forgot to get that. They trying to go at me, right? But my lawyer went at it how I told him. You hear me? And he said, man, listen. He told the jury, why would he throw this out the window and not this if he knew that was in the car? Doesn't make any sense. Why would he throw this out the window and not that if he knew it was in the car? Right? The owner of the car. R.I.P. to my uncle, man. R.I.P. to my uncle, man. That's my baby, man. You know what I'm saying? He hold me down. Don't hold me down any weather. Straight up. Don't hold me down any weather. I called a nigga from the can. Hey, yo, Unc, you gotta come testify, nigga. Straight up. I need you, nigga. You gotta come testify. Your baby needs you, nigga. He like, man, I don't want to do that, man. I said, nigga, I need you. You got to come testify, nigga, and let him know that the car was yours and you was in that motherfucking party. Straight up. My uncle like, man, I don't want to do that shit. Come on, nephew, man. I'm like, nigga, you gotta come. He said, man, they gonna lock me up. No, they not, nigga. They not gonna lock you up, bro. They not gonna lock you up, bro. Straight up. That nigga showed up for me, you hear me? Nigga came in that motherfucker, right? That nigga came in that motherfucker for your baby, you hear me? Got on the stand, straight up. Now I'm locked up with a fresh 3-piece McNugget. You hear me? A fresh one, too. I was only down, I think I was down like 2 months. A fresh 3-piece McNugget. And he get on the stand for it, nigga. And he's like, yeah, I was in the car, because the car was in his name. He was like, yeah, I had the car, and I was in there partying. The motherfucking prosecutor said, what you mean by party? He said, man, we was in there getting high than a motherfucker, right? Oh, held it down. He said, yo, we was in there getting high than a motherfucker, man. He said, we was in there getting high than a motherfucker. And they said, what you mean by getting high? We was partying. We was partying. Doing us. Right? They said, what you mean? That nigga said smoking crack. Right? Straight up. Came through that motherfucker, bull. My attorney let the jury know you heard testimony from the witness saying that he had the car. My client, if he knew that was in the car, he would have threw everything out the car. He wouldn't have just thrown out the bud. Y'all know what the jury came back. Not guilty. I I said, boy, I'm a bad motherfucker. You hear me? Now I'm a law-abiding citizen now. You hear me? These is, my past, things I've been through in the past. You know what I'm saying? And I spanked that shit. You hear me? I'm a bad motherfucker. I'm just trying to tell you. I'm willing to risk it all on myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to, that's just my style. I'm willing, I've never played, guilty. I got convicted of possession of marijuana charge back fucking, what was that? 20-something years ago. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was 20-something years, 20 years ago. Yeah. Yeah, me. Yeah, so. But I ain't got no work convictions. No. I made it through. You know what I'm saying? I always went to war. Always went to war. You know what I'm saying? And I denounced the streets. I totally denounced the streets. I don't want to do no street shit. Ain't no street niggas riding in my car. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't need it. So, I made it through. But that case right there, I went all the way with it. You know what I'm saying? All the way to trial. Non-stop. Real shit. Make sure y'all smash that subscribe button too. Hit that like button. I went all the way to trial with that shit, man. All the way. For real. All the way to trial with that shit. Yeah. All the way to trial. I said, man, I ain't playing no fucking games. You hear me? Straight up. Yeah. See, and that's something that people don't understand about the trial. It's who can convince the jury? You know what I mean? Who can convince the jury? Because the prosecutors, they can have it wrong. But if they can convince the jury on you, then you're going to get found guilty. They could be wrong all the way around the board, because they not right every time. But if they can convince a jury, nigga, shit, they gonna motherfucking, they gonna find you guilty. Right, though, Jan Meeks? Straight up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. I made it through that situation, man. Yes, I did. Yeah, we about to jump on the studio live in a second, man. So I gotta really set that up. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna jump on the studio live. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna set that up. We're gonna jump on there. Yeah. I got 5 times I've been to trial, man. I've been to trial 5 times, man. Yeah. Picking them. I'm in there like, yo, let's pick them. A couple times I thought I was gonna bluff them. That was the crazy thing. Them niggas said, okay, we're going to trial. I'm like, damn. I thought I was going, I'm in there playing motherfucker, what the fuck game is that? Hold up. I'm playing the pickle. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, fuck it. I got these niggas, right? I'm in there looking firm and everything. Man, nah, tell them we going all the way. Tell them we going. I'm thinking they going back out. Man, nigga said, all right, Your Honor, we're going to pick the jury. Bring the jury up. I said, oh, shit. Yeah, but I already went. I done already pulled the trigger. So, when you pull the trigger, you pull the trigger. Straight up. So I already pulled the motherfucking trigger. You know what I'm saying? I got to go. You know what I'm saying? I got to go. Yeah. Damn right. I got to go, man. No cap. I remember them days, man. now, you know, when you make it through certain situations in your life, you can look back on them and shit like that. And it's like a crazy feeling when you look back on situations that you know that you're not going to experience no more and shit like that. It just looked like, oh yeah, that happened. But when you're going through those situations at that time, that shit like, what the fuck? Why me? You know what I'm saying? Why this happened to me, man? Yeah. Yeah, man. Shit, man. I remember these shits, man. I ain't even gonna lie. I went to trial with a public defender before. You hear me? I went to trial with a public defender because I knew I had him. It was like, nah, nigga, I got this. You know, I thought I was gonna bluff him. That was the time I thought I was gonna bluff him. And I still spanked their ass. You know, I still spanked their ass. Went with a PD. You know the public defenders is cool with the prosecutors. You know that, right? I wonder if people understand that lawyers are judges, criminal defense attorneys, and prosecutors. They're all lawyers. I want you to understand that. They all kick it together. They all go to lunch together. They all graduate from the same schools. They're all cool now. Now, they'll, you know, go to war when the lights come on, you know, and sometimes they be riding with each other. You don't know, but they're all attorneys. I know some people don't know that shit. You know, they all go to school for the same fucking thing. They're attorneys. So people got to understand that shit. You know, real shit. Yeah. And I went to trial with a public defender before too. Damn right I did. And spanked him. Told him the angle we going at. You hear me? This is how we gonna go at him. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. Yeah. And spanked him. Yeah. Yeah. But this is why I do notice, you know, I gotta live right. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't spank them too much. Like I've really put belt to ass too many times. Like for real. You know, I've really put belt to ass too many times. Too many times. And they know it. So you know that there pisses them off. This nigga gonna keep beating us. They don't, it's like this old black nigga keep beating us. They don't like that. Straight up. Hell no, they don't like that. This old nigga keep beating us. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to war. Yeah. And I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be real with this one, right? I ain't gonna lie. Before I go set this live up, right? Talk shit. I'll set this live up. Yo, I ain't gonna lie about this shit though. Every time I spank them, I go eat where they go eat at. I be sitting in there where they be at. I know they be like, this motherfucker. I know that's how they feel about me. Because I know where they all go eat at, right? It's this one spot that they be in there heavy. Straight up. I go eat where, when I spank them, after the case, I go there and get my food. Straight up. I'm like, man, I'm going there just specifically. I gotta go eat there. You know what I mean? It was a motherfucking detective, right? That used to follow me around, right? Now I'm gonna tell this little last story, right? Before I go set the live, I gotta tell this last little story, right? You know, when I was on pretrial for the murder charge, right? It was this one fucking detective that used to be on my ass. I didn't have a license, right? And they knew I didn't have a license, but I always was driving. And I was like, fuck that. I'm driving anyway. You hear me? I didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I'm driving anyway. Now these niggas was on my ass. I'm talking about they was on my ass, right? Like on my ass, you know, because, you know, when I was 19 and they locked me up, you know, I'm a little nigga. I had they knew a nigga was doing all right, because, you know, I had the Benz, and then when they came in the crib, I had 20,000. You feel me? They took my $20,000. You feel me? And I was 19. You know what I mean? So they took my 20, and, you know, I had the Benz and shit. You know, I had 5 cars at that time. Straight up. I had 5 cars. I was just trying to have a different car so I could just switch up. You know, and that's when 50 had the verse in the song "Get Rich." I mean, in the "Get Rich or Die Trying" shit. He said, "In the hood, niggas know you buy your cars. That's why I switch up whips to stay off the radar." So, you know, in my young days, I would just buy squatters. Yo, I'm gonna get another one. All right, let me get another one. I have a car parked over here. I have a car parked over there. I got one over here. I got one at this broad house. You know what I'm saying? I would have cars like everywhere, right? So these motherfucking detectives, these niggas be like, they was like in my bushes, nigga. They was like on the niggas' ass. Straight up. No cap, right? Motherfucker, these was homicide detectives. But they was just like on my ass. You feel me? They was like on my fucking ass, like for real. And they would be following me and shit, right? So one time they was following me, right? They was at, you know, I was right. Yo, if y'all was on the live with me yesterday when I was doing like the hood vlog and shit, right over there where I was hollering at them niggas outside and y'all heard me talking to the niggas, that's where I was at, right? When the detectives, the homicide detectives was on my ass, right? So I pull up. They followed me already, though. I think they followed me from the crib. Honestly, I think they followed me from my house this time. So I pulled up. You know what I'm saying? I pulled up, right, on the curb. And when I pulled up on the curb, they pulled up in this big SUV. It was 2 homicide detectives. And they jumped out because they knew I didn't have no license, so they would keep fucking with me, right? They jumped out, boom. And I look in the rear view of the car, and all I see was the badge on their belt. And the nigga was dirty. You hear me? And I was dirty. Man, I threw this motherfucking drop. Boom! Jumped off the curb. Once I seen them come to grab the door, jumped off the curb. Boom! Bust the left. Went down the block. Pulled in between 2 cars and parked. Threw the seat back like this, right? So I'm laid like this. These motherfuckers come around the corner gunning it. Woo! They look over and see the car. Skirt! I'm trying to lay like this, you hear me? I'm sitting there like this, trying not to move. I said, all these motherfuckers see me. Oh, shit. They jumped out the car. Get the fuck out. Why the fuck are you driving? I'm like, I wasn't driving. They said, yes, the fuck you were. You don't got a fucking license. I'm like, I wasn't driving. What you talking about? So they snatched me out the car, but you know I'm a bad motherfucker. When I hit that turn, I threw the shit out. Boom, right? They find it. You hear me? They find it. Take me down the station. They like, yeah, we found this, we found that. I said, man, I ain't have shit. I ain't have nothing. Man, you crazy. They start saying that they was going to charge me with this. I said, I didn't have nothing. Straight up. And listen, we can go to trial, whatever y'all want to do. Y'all can lock me up, whatever. I didn't have nothing. These motherfuckers gave me a ticket for driving and didn't even charge me with nothing else. You hear me? I said, yeah, because they didn't see me throw nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, but I said, shit, that was a crazy, crazy situation. You feel me? I jumped the curve on these niggas. I threw that motherfucking drive so fast, jumped off the curb. You hear me? Hit the corner, pulled in, parked, threw the seat back. I'm like this. I said, they ain't gonna see me. They came by, I heard the car. Woo! That motherfucker looked over at me. Skirt! Put your hands up. Get the fuck out the car. Why are you driving? I wasn't driving. What you talking about? I said, Dad, that was some crazy shit. Them niggas was on my ass. They was on my ass. I'm talking about, man, you don't know what the pressure is if you ain't had that with the police. You know what I'm saying? What? I'm talking about everywhere I go, these niggas was at. Every fucking where I went. Straight up. I had to go to court one morning. I'm riding down the motherfucking road. I had to go to court. These niggas was sitting outside my crib knowing I had to go to court. You hear me? Knowing I had to go to fuck the court. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna be on time. You know what I'm saying? I had to be to court at 9 o'clock. I'll leave the crib 8. I'm riding down the highway. These motherfuckers behind me the whole time. I didn't even know. I got all the way by the courthouse and hit traffic. These motherfuckers, all you seen was these marked cars, the regular cruisers pop out from everywhere. I'm looking like, who the fuck is they going for? Man, they was coming for me. Straight up. I'm in the car. I'm like, yo, what's going on? What the fuck? I'm on my way to court. They like, man, we just a tool in the toolbox. I'm like, oh. Next thing you know, the homicide detectives pull up. And I had like $1,000 in my pocket. They was like, oh, he got a lot of money. They was like, don't worry about it. He always do. You know what I'm saying? Like, God damn. They take me down. I was like, why? They said, why you driving? You know you don't got a license. Why you keep driving? I said, man, I got to get around. They said, all right, well, we're going to keep pulling you the fuck over then. You know what I'm saying? Gave me another ticket. I said, man, motherfucker crazy, man. Straight up. But let me tell you this. I was riding down the highway. Matter of fact, let me say this shit right. When I got off the exit, I spotted them. Now, let me say that. I got to fucking make sure I say the fucking story right. When I got off the exit, I spotted them. And I threw the bud out the window. Yes, I did. I threw the fucking bud out. When the fucking regular cars came and I was like, damn, who the fuck they coming from? And they come and get me. I'm like, why y'all fucking with me? They told the regular motherfuckers he threw it out back there. Straight up. Now, I know they wasn't going to get that back because I threw it back off the highway exit. I said, they ain't going to go back and get that. You know what I'm saying? It was some personal bud I was smoking. You know what I'm saying? It was some personal. You know what I mean? I knew they wasn't going to go back and get that. Straight up. You know what I mean? I knew that. On some real shit. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Yeah, so I got off the motherfucking the exit and they got me pulled over and shit. Yeah. Yeah, them motherfuckers wasn't playing with me. They wasn't playing with me. Straight up. I tell you, when I beat the case, I would go down there and eat where they was eating at. One time I go in the bathroom. I go in there and take a piss. And the detective, that nigga come in the stall next to me. I looked over, I said, oh shit, this motherfucker here. Yeah, I said, damn, these motherfuckers like, yo, oh, you that bold, huh? You want to come down here where we at and eat? I'll be right down there. Yo, can I get some crab cakes and onion rings? Fuck that. I'm eating where y'all eating at, motherfucker. Straight up. I want some crab cakes and onion rings, nigga. How you feel about that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. DZ been through some real shit though, man. You know, I've been through some real shit, man. You know, DZ ain't never told on nobody, man. And I ain't never told on nobody, man. You know what I'm saying? I always went to war, man. You hear me? Straight up. I always went to war, man. My style, nigga. I go to fuck the war, man. You know? You know what I mean? And I just changed my life for the better. I'm glad I can talk about my stories out here. You hear me? It's some niggas in jail that's you know, gotta talk about their stories in jail. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Real shit. Real shit. No cap. You know? Real shit. Real shit though, y'all. Real shit though. Yeah, man, I appreciate all y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? DZ been through a lot of shit. Let me set the other live. I'm gonna set up while y'all on here too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Let me set this joint up. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, y'all. Hit that like button and subscribe. Real shit. Real shit. Yeah, let me set this shit up, y'all. Let me set this shit up. All right. Let me set this shit up, y'all. Hold up. Let me set this up. Right. I need to pull this motherfucker out here, though. Real shit. Yeah, I need to pull this motherfucker out here. Yeah. I'm gonna pull this motherfucker out here. Hold up. Hold up. Yeah. Hold up. Yeah. Yeah, y'all know it. It's rough for me. Multitask is rough for me. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, right. Multitask. I ain't gonna lie. Damn. See, I forgot what the fuck I came back out here for. Multitask is with me. Yeah. Straight up. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Multitasking is rough as shit for me. Real shit. You hear me? Real shit, though. I ain't gonna lie. Let me get this shit right. Straight up. Hold up. Shit. Yeah, y'all know my multitask shit is crazy. I be trying. Hold up. Let me set this shit up. Yeah, let me set this up. Let me see. Let me see. Hold up. Hold up. Matter of fact. Yeah, I gotta try to fucking send this shit up. I'm trying to do too much. Yeah, I'm trying to do too many things at one time. I got you. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Yeah. Appreciate all y'all, though. Y'all know that, right? Everybody that rock with SBGB TV, you know, I appreciate you. All the people that subscribe to the channel, I appreciate you. Hold on. Let me set this live up. Let me set this live up. Let's see, hold on. You know, I'm trying to do more than one thing. Yeah, I ain't see that. Okay, let me see. Okay, let's see what it said. Okay, Antonio Brown. Okay. Hold up. Let me see. Oh, you see I multitask, you know. Hold up. Hold up. Let's set this shit up. Hold up. All right. Yeah. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Let's see here. see this shit. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Let me see right here. Hold up real quick. Antonio Brown. Boy, these motherfuckers be having these careers and shit, NFL players, and play themselves like a motherfucker, boy. Straight play themselves. Antonio Brown, you know, straight play himself, boy. I tell you that. Motherfucker play themselves. Hold up. Hold up. I'm trying to make this joint real quick. Yeah, they be having these motherfucking careers and shit. Like I'm about to sneeze. Hold up. Okay. All right, got it now. Hold up. Hold up. Hold the fuck up. Hold up. Almost. Let me make that shit up. Yeah, I'm trying to think about too much shit. I'm trying to think too much shit at the same fucking time. Yeah, I'm trying to think too much shit at the same damn fucking time. Alright. Hold up. This should be like a process. I'm telling you. All right. I got it. All right. Okay. I got the live. It should be coming through for everybody in about 4 minutes to set up. Yeah, I set it up. 4 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to work on different things. Okay. Yeah. All right. Hey, yo, we about to hit 1,700 subscribers on worldwide, though. I tell you that. We right there. I know that. We right there. Might hit that motherfucker tonight. I know that, right? We might hit that motherfucker tonight. Yeah. Hey, we might hit that motherfucker tonight. Yeah, real shit. You know what I mean? Might hit that motherfucker tonight. You know what I'm saying? Right though. All right, the water and the plants. Blue chicken, what's happening, baby? What's popping, baby? You know what I'm saying? Just came in from water and the plants. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, baby. So, okay. Yeah. Working on something. You know what I'm saying? Working on something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Working on something. Hold on. Alright. So, I got that shit on there. That should come out in a second. I should get that notification in a second. Yeah, everybody should got that notification. Yeah, we're going live in 30 minutes. Yeah, we're going live in 30 minutes, man. So make sure you locked in. You know, we're going to talk about Charleston White, Antonio Brown, and WAC 100. So make sure you locked in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. But we going live in 30 minutes, man. Shout out to all y'all. Yeah, so make sure y'all be locked in. The live is set for 30 minutes from now. You should got that notification if you haven't got it. But I appreciate all y'all. It's not about the setback. It's about the get back. Now, shout out to all y'all, man. Big facts.